Welcome back to but today we're going to be exploring the moons of Jupiter. Now, the moons of Jupiter, there are 95 moons, and I will do a 3-parter on this. So basically, I'm gonna do one video now, and then the next celestial video will probably another one, like the moons of Jupiter part 2, and then after that the moons of Jupiter part 3. So it's gonna be a 3-parter on the moons of Jupiter. So today we're gonna be doing the first 32 moons, and then next video we'll do another 32 and then 31. So that's just it's basically just like a 3-parter, because if we do it all in one video, it's gonna be like 30 minutes long, and I definitely don't want that, or maybe even 40 minutes. So first, let's go to Jupiter. If you type H, you can go to the sun, and then if you type 5, because Jupiter is the 5th planet from the sun, and then you type G, which makes go. So H5G. It's like some special code. So here it is, Jupiter. So first we have Io. Io right here. It is the closest Galilean moon to Jupiter, and it's also the most volcanically active moon in the solar system. It's pretty big too. It's also the densest, the highest gravity moon, and also the densest. So the highest gravity and the densest, which is actually really cool. So that's Io, and you can see these spots are volcanoes. So that's cool. Next we have Ganymede. Or actually, no, Europa. Europa is the second Galilean moon to Jupiter. So here's Europa, and its surface has these kind of scratches, which I feel like they look really awesome. And also, I'm gonna rate each moon. So Io, I'm gonna say that is cool. We're gonna have cool and what is this and boring. Okay, so Europa I'll also put as a cool because of these scratches, and it also has a subsurface ocean. That's like twice the mass of all of the ocean on water. So it's a lot of you might drown there if you go under the surface and drown. Yeah, that would be good. Next is Ganymede, which I think looks very, very cool. I love it, and it's also the biggest moon in the solar system, even bigger than Mercury. I mean, Titan is also bigger than Mercury, but still, it's still really big. So that's Ganymede. Next is Callisto, which is the furthest moon of Jupiter, or Galilean moon at least of Jupiter. Here it is, Callisto, and it's one of the most cratered surfaces in the entire solar system. You can see all of these dots right here are craters, so that's cool. And it's also pretty big too. It's about the size of Mercury, just a bit smaller though. Next is Amalthea. Here it is. It's reddish hue, color. Might be from sulfur thrown up by Io's volcano. So even though it says that it's pretty cold, but it could be hot, but it's just a theory, I guess. Next is TB, or TB, I have no idea how to say it. It's an irregular shape, and actual orbit's pretty close to Jupiter, so it might get torn apart or something. You can see. Alright, and this just looks like a flying potato. What the heck? What is this? Alright, so I'm gonna be... All the Galilean moons are cool. Amalthea, I will rate it, what is this? And this is what is this too. Next is Metis. This is the fastest orbiting moon of Jupiter. The fastest moon in general, actually, too. And here it is. It's also like a flying potato, but who cares? Even the color is kind of potato-y. And it orbits around Jupiter every 7 hours. That's actually really slow, or fast, I mean, sorry. That's very fast. I'll rank this as a cool because it's just really fast, and it's also in a regular shape, and it's a potato. Next is Adrastea. This is great. I'm gonna rate it I don't know. Also, Adrastea is really close to Jupiter too. You can see Metis. It's actually Metis and Adrastea kind of sharing orbits. I'm gonna rate it just what is this? So we have that, which is the Himalaya, of course. I'll give it a cool, because it's the biggest irregular moon. I'm not sure if it actually is the biggest, but it's one of the biggest at least. Next is Sinope, which also has a very retrograde orbit, and an elongated path, pretty elongated path. I'm gonna give the last one a cool, and this is what is this? What is this shape? It's like a rock. I mean, duh, it's a moon. Next is Leuciphia, I think that's how you say it. It's one of the outer 4 moons, and it has a very chaotic and inclined orbit. Give it a, what is this? Next is Carme, which you can see has like this pinkish hue, which is suspected to be its like asteroid origin. Next we have Ananke, which is the leader of a pretty big group of moons, which is called the Ananke group. So that's nice. I'll give it a cool since it's like a leader, you know, it's like the president or something. Next we have Kalar Hui, I think that's how you say it. But it was first confirmed an asteroid, but then they found out that it's actually a Jovian moon. A Jovian moon is any moon of Jupiter. I'm gonna give it a what is this? Because first, like, it's a cool backstory, and also the shape is also pretty crazy. And also its radius is pretty small. So next is Themisto, which orbits like alone in between the Galilean moons and the outer four irregulars. I'm gonna give it a what is this? Next is Praxidite. It's dark and lately captured, and is also part of the Ananke group we just talked about. Since it's part of the Ananke group, I'm gonna give it a cool. Iocaste is another retrograde orbit moon with an inclination of about 149 degrees. I'm gonna give it a what is this? Next is Harpalike, which is tiny and dark, possibly an asteroid fragment. I'm gonna give it a what is this? It's like really small and like what is this, bro? Next is Callike, which is one of the darkest moons of the solar system. So let's see how dark it is. I mean, the Celestia doesn't really look pretty dark, but I guess in real life it'll be really dark. I'm gonna give it a what is this? Next is Pasiphae, which has a pinkish tint, like a hue, and it's also part of the camera group, another group like the Ananthe group. So here it is. I'm gonna give it boring. Next is Euclid or something like that. That's how you say it. It's in another group, and it was actually discovered in 2003. I'm gonna give it a boring. Next is Calicor. This moon is super tiny, less than 2 kilometers in diameter. You can see the radius is 1. So I'm gonna give it a cool because you know it's like small and you know it's cool. I like small things. Next we have RK, which is another retrograde orbit moon, and it also has a tilt of 164 degrees. There it is. I'm gonna give it a boring, you know, it doesn't really have any special thingies. This is Hersey. It's the closest of the retrograde moons, which I really love. Here it is. I'm gonna give it a cool since, like, you know, it's the closest one of the retrograde moons, and it's also really small too. It's 1 kilometer in radius almost, around 23 million kilometers away. So here it is. I'm gonna give it a cool since it's like the furthest one, you know. I like these like world records ones. That's what I'm calling them. Sign, which is one of the newest discovered moons, and around 2017 it was discovered. Next is Dia, which it took a while to confirm after its first discovery. I'm gonna give it a boring. I mean, it's just not really a cool description, you know. And the last one, I'm gonna give it a cool. Next is Orthosi. It's only 2 kilometers wide, and it's 1 kilometer in radius. What does it look like? I'm gonna give it a what is this? Last but not least, we have Sponde. Its orbit is like super eccentric and tilted, so let's see it. What's its shape, by the way? It's a pretty weird shape, but let's see. Let's go like really far away. Yeah, I can say that's pretty eccentric, yeah. And tilted. But those are basically all the moons. That's our last moon, Sponde. Hope you liked it. Which is your favorite moon, by the way? Comment down below. So yeah, that's gonna be it for today's video. If you enjoyed it, feel free to hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't already. Turn the bell gray. Follow my space on Quora. The name will be in the description. Quora is a social media where you can ask questions and other people answer them. So peace out, and then see what's your favorite moon.